Hey guys, and welcome to my platform. I've been actually thinking today about before I'm heading over to do my tarot readings, I'm feeling urged to do some kind of a collective reading or slash like energy update, and including some stuff about ascension symptoms that I'm currently experiencing. Well, let's be honest, it feels tough, but it's not this kind of tough that I may have been feeling like about 4 years ago. I'm still feeling like, I'm having the Seven of Wands in my head. There's a certain imagery where she's like being attacked by wands and she's like Zen. I would say I'm pretty near from this. Um, But to be honest, the current situation feels still like this waiting game that I have been talking about many weeks ago. Many weeks ago, I do feel like it is months ago, but I totally lost I don't know, my feeling for time. I still know which weekday it is, but I'm still like flashed about the fact that we are already in August or almost in August. And yeah, so I would like to talk with you a little bit about the current energies that are going on. I'm having 4 oracle decks that I'm going to use for this. We are in the midst of 5 retrogrades. It's not that I think that we are like this or we feel like that because of astrology. Astrology simply explains why we are feeling how we feel. So I've been shuffling all of them, and I'm going to like pull some cards and let's see what Spirit likes me to talk about. How do I feel currently? Is like, as I said, it's still like this waiting game. It feels like I'm completely different than maybe 3 months ago or 1 year ago. Completely different. It feels like I'm having a completely different perspective on my current situation. In regards to the point of the waiting game, you know, many of us, I believe, are currently in a situation where we feel that there is something heading towards us. In my case, I kind of know what is heading or what or who is heading towards me. But nonetheless, the point is that whether you know or you don't know what is heading towards you, you are absolutely asked to surrender. And first and foremost, and this is the most important point, and I really want you to benefit from my experience to this, detach. Still detach from it. It is so hard for me. It is not that hard for me like before. I'm feeling pretty detached from it, but I'm feeling like a little kid, like waiting for her birthday, and this is really what's currently going on inside of me. And kind of detaching from this um, is yeah, in some way a little bit tricky. But what absolutely helps me is this channel. I think this channel kind of is some kind of a, how do I say this? Some kind of a way that has been created for me in order to detach from what is coming towards me. Yeah, it's like one day before Christmas or your birthday or something like that. It's horrible in an incredibly beautiful way. Okay, so the first card that I've been pulling is the Porcupine Spirit, time for beginner's mind. You know, it took me a long time to understand this card, but I finally got it. This card is actually, Spirit actually wants us to know that we are heading towards something completely new. And what is really very important for us is to ground ourselves, trust in our intuition, and getting in touch with our emotions, because we are not going to make peace with situations if we don't allow them or if we don't allow ourselves to feel them. And that's really something that I've been seeing in my readings recently, that people are asked to detach, and people are asked to let go of what doesn't serve them. Letting go of resentment is a really big thing. I mean, we are standing like in front of a door that is going to open for us, which kind of let us enter some kind of a completely new way of thinking, living, communicating. We're in the age of Aquarius. I mean, it's about invention, something new. It's about new possibilities, infinite possibilities. Okay, let me just draw another card. Wow, now they are my cards are freaking out. Yeah, another thing that I've been observing in my readings is that this Chiron retrograde we are currently in is pretty significant. And for those of you that are perceiving themselves as light workers, star seeds, you name it, surrender is a very big thing. And surrender to change first and foremost, because this is also what the Chiron retrograde is bringing with him. Relationships are falling apart. And to me, to be honest, the falling apart of relationships is like we're stepping more and more into our own power. And the more we're stepping into our own power, the more we are really, really, and I just saw 0808, that's beautiful. And the more we're stepping into our own power, the more we are realizing that we are not really codependent anymore from people that maybe we are spending a huge time or a long time with. And we are currently realizing, and you know, the thing is, this is really not about judgment, because even if you are in a relationship with a partner, or if you're having a friendship, or maybe kind of a circle that you're communicating with, it doesn't mean that they are bad. This is a very big point. You know, sometimes I do have children, and sometimes I hear things like they bought themselves something new, and then they said, yeah, this last device or the last thing that I bought for myself or the last hobby that I have, anyway, it was horrible. That's something that we should not do. Everything that we have been experiencing, we experienced because, especially when it's around a relationship or ascending, people that help us to ascend, which is also known as karmic relationships. They are vital, okay? They were vital. We really should practice gratitude towards them, because otherwise I wouldn't stay where I wouldn't be where I am right now. Never. So yeah, let's see. Yes, that's what I was talking about. It is the wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. Yeah, that's the point. And that's actually really the point. Unlike this phase that we are currently in, things are falling apart, but it is for our highest good, and we should really trust in our own inner stability. Okay, if we are lacking trusting in spirit, or trusting in the universe, trusting in God and our angels, if we lack this, at least we still trust in ourselves, trusting in our intuition, our gut feeling that tells us, honey, it's time to go. Okay, so I would like to draw some cards from the, I don't know, it's the Light Keepers or the Light Workers Oracle deck. I think it's from Chris Ann, I'm not really sure, but anyways, this deck is giving us a little bit more insights about like our star seed or light workers journey. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's actually what I was just like talking about. It's, where's the camera? It's says called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Yeah, and this is another factor that this current time, or the next years are going to and I just saw 1132, 23 1 is like completely my number. It's a destiny number for me, to be honest. Yes, we are asked to step up, stepping out of our comfort zone today. And this is now referred to the ascension symptoms. I'm feeling so dizzy. I'm feeling like I'm having clouds in my head. I have been outside going for a walk, um, trying to meditate beside the lake. Uh, it was pretty. It was kind of almost impossible for me to clear my mind. And one thing that really helped me today was taking a shower. That I'm a Cancer, you know? I'm a Cancer, but that's the next point. I'm a Gemini rising, and I do also have my North Node in Gemini. I'm feeling like there are a lot of bees in my brain. Not that they sting, but it's like those noises. And especially when I'm going to sleep, maybe some of you have been experiencing the same. I'm vibrating. My whole body since months is vibrating. As soon as I get into a slightly kind of meditative state, my whole body starts to vibrate immensely. And especially when I'm kind of waking up in the morning, is I'm and this comes from my solar plexus chakra. I'm completely vibrating, and it feels cool. But last time it was so heavy, it was so intense that I woke up and I feel um, completely exhausted. I'm I still feel pretty tired, to be honest, even though I've been sleeping way more than enough. Um, but what really helped me is taking a shower, to be honest, and meditating, grounding yourself. Especially since we are receiving a lot of um, upgrades, downloads energetically. Um, Even though the Schumann resonance is pretty calm, for those of you that are interested in the Schumann resonance, but energetically I'm feeling like there is a storm that just like caught me and took me with it. This is the first time. Wow. I got another card. It says Hadarian energy. I need to Google what is it. I don't know about it, but it says codependency boundaries. You got the love. Yes, that's what I've been talking about in this. When I talked about the relationship stuff, you know, codependency is an issue, and codependency doesn't always talk to us in a way where relationships are kind of, one is alcoholic and the other one not, and you feel that you need to support this partner because otherwise maybe this partner's not going to love you. These things are going on completely different levels. Doesn't really need your, you know, codependency is, you can have a codependent relationship towards your kids. That's another thing. So yeah, free yourself from codependency, ground yourself, know your worth, practice gratitude. A fat reminder to myself, towards myself, a fat reminder, seriously. So yes, and this is the card that I have been drawing before. Loosen your grip. It says coping mechanism, destiny, addiction, let God in. Yes. Loosen your grip. This is actually talking to us about like detach. Detach from the outcome. The importance is here to appreciate the moment right now. Appreciate it. It's not that I tell you, yeah, don't be so, I say, is this grateful or ungrateful? I hope you know what I mean. But practice gratitude, even though if the situation that you're currently living in is not exactly what you want. But there is a reason why you're still in there. And the reason why I am still here is because I am urged to practice gratitude on any level. On any level. and not saying like, yeah, but I know that this life is coming towards me, it's going to be way more better than this what I'm having. No, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. This circumstances, and I'm not just talking about your external world, I'm also talking about your internal world. This what you're currently living in is helping you. Okay, it is your support system. Don't see it as a curse. Don't see it. Is this a curse? Yeah. Don't see it as a curse. I don't want to tell you that you are not appreciating what is around you, but a certain amount of awareness and mindfulness is absolutely needed at the current moment. I would like to move on to my affirmations, because I really believe I just love those affirmation cards. They are so beautiful, and they really help me. They really help me to see sometimes things from a different perspective. Okay. Yes, self-love. Come on, that's, you know, guys, that's the topic that we are always having, this topic of self-love, but we cannot talk about it enough. Self-love is vital. Self-love is vital, because if we don't practice self-love, if we are not aware of our own worth, we are not going to be able to get through this whole thing. Because when we know our worth, we know about the things that we bring to the table, and that they're actually pretty cool. We are not going to feel maybe we are less likely to have confidence issues if we are starting to step through this door, and maybe there's something or someone coming towards you that you feel like, yeah, am I worthy of this, and stuff like that. And even maybe new jobs that you're going to have, or different jobs. Yeah, and this is the next card. It's about change. And this is what I've been talking about when I told you, like, surrender to the change. It is trust that the work that you have been doing is great. It is great. Yeah, I don't know what to say more about instead of surrender. You know, the thing is, to surrendering to the change is also practice. Everything is a practice. Detaching is a practice. It needs to become a part of your belief system. And in order to practice a new habit or something like that, or in order to develop a new habit, which is being implemented, or which you are going to implement in your um, um, I just wanted to say frontal lobe. Yeah, it's going on your frontal lobe, but in your whole belief system, you need to practice it more often. That's the point. Make it God's. It's, I would like to read this for you. Release the idea of my. As soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives. When there is no grasping, the right action gets shown. Free me from the prison of my, dear Lord. Yeah. I would like to explain to you the thing. This thing about, like, my job, my money, when will come my new job, when will come my new relationship, when will come my money. You're practicing a huge lack mentality when you're talking like that. Hand it over to God. Hand it over to Spirit, to the universe. But this is again the thing. You see, the whole theme here is actually about surrender to change, surrender to the divine, surrender, but in the same time, and this is what I wanted to point out, yeah, we are feeling like we're in a waiting game, but don't wait. Don't wait. Don't wait to things happen around you. And this is the next thing. You need to meet the universe halfway. Yeah, that was my topic. That was my topic. You know, since about 6 months, 7 months or something like that, my cards are telling me, and you know, time and space doesn't exist. My cards were like telling me, yeah, this and this is going to come for you and stuff like that. And over months, I still know that it is going to come. But the thing why it didn't come yet is because I was waiting for it, and I didn't really like get into action. And that was the time when I started this YouTube channel. Actually, I've been starting my YouTube channel last year. I think it was in September or October, which was a very heavy time for me, to be honest, because a lot of things have been changing. And yeah, one or the other human being that actually is really important to me, kind of, yeah, the connection dissolved. Anyways, um, the connection didn't dissolve. I dissolved it. But in this time, it was necessary. In this time, it was um, it was absolutely necessary, because if I wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't be where I am right now. And what I really learned throughout these months is that I'm not a victim. I need to take responsibility for my success, for my own life, for my emotions. And this is really why this time, these past 12 months had such a deep impact on my whole being. Such a deep impact. I really learned what it is, or what it really means, taking the responsibility for myself. And it was a hard lesson to learn, but I never felt punished. It was necessary. Anyways, I would like to draw some kind of like practical tips. You know, sometimes when I'm drawing those practical tips, those kind of you will see the cards, okay? Sometimes there's a hidden message. It doesn't really straight out mean that that's the point. You know, in one reading, I've been drawing the card. I've been drawing the card where the suggestion was to have sex, and I felt so ashamed in this moment that I don't remember if I've been cutting it out or I left it in the reading, but um, I really felt like I felt ashamed, to be honest. So, okay, we're having the first card is Connect with Earth. Yeah, this is what the universe wants to tell us, to be grounded, okay? Ground yourself. What is really something that is really cool is walking barefoot. Sync with the moon. Yes, especially to my fellow Cancers. This is really something that I started doing since a few months ago, and still doing this. I am working and manifesting and really doing a lot around the phases of the moon. It's really beautiful, and it feels like being in the flow of um of this whole. Why do I feel that I have the infinite sign in front of my in front of my inner in front of my mind's eye? But yeah, hermetic. Okay, I understand. This is the one of the hermetic principles. It is the law of rhythm, and living with the moon, or sync yourself with the moon, helps you, seriously supports you to go with the rhythm of the universe. It's beautiful, and it's absolutely worth it. I am feeling this is some kind of stability I have been creating myself. Yeah, alone time. And I heard the word detach. That's absolutely necessary, because the collective consciousness, you feel the energies. I'm feeling the Mars energies in my surroundings immensely, and I need alone time. I really feel that is not that I need it or otherwise I'm going to F up. That's not the point at all. But this is the part of practicing self-love. And this is also helping you to start your beginner mind. It's yeah, try, you know, you can easily connect both grounding yourself, and this is something that I did today. I went outside for a walk and just enjoyed time and alone. I'm having 4 kids and sometimes it's like, oh, okay. But anyways, I extremely love them. Yeah, they know I love them. Okay, the next card is build strength. Yes, build strength. That's a reminder for me. I know that it's a reminder for a lot of us, but this is a reminder for me. The thing is, and this is what I've been thinking about, like a few days ago, that when my mental state is so feels like chattery. Is this even a word? Feels like you're having kind of like different voices in your head. It feels like you're receiving a lot of downloads and informations. And in order to not being faced with stuck energies, working out is going to support kind of releasing energies that are stuck inside you. Working out is like, yeah, you see the next card, movement. It's the same thing. It's all about being in the flow. Simple. It's all about being in the flow of all of this, what is happening. It really helps you getting out of your head. It helps you. Movement and working out also is helping you to ground yourself. Honestly, I'm like working out mentally more than physically. That's the point. And my mental space and my emotional space is my feminine nature, okay? And working out or doing really movement stuff, you know, is the male aspect of me. So in order to balance both out, I have to bring the physical balance to my feminine or mental aspect. That means I'm really asked to work out. I'm really asked to move more. Absolutely. So, yeah, I hope this kind of helped you. If there's anything more that you would like to know or something like that, just like don't hesitate to write it down in the comment section. So thank you for tuning in, and yeah, really hope that this helped you, maybe resonated with you, and I'm going to see you in my next video.